South Africa, the mountainous country of Lesotho is a beauty to behold. It is culturally rich and easily accessible. You are watching Focus on Lesotho. My name is Rose Peter Graham, and I'm pleased to have with me Our Excellency, the High Commissioner of Lesotho to the Court of St. James, Great Britain, Our Excellency Mrs. Ritabile Mokayana. Thank you very much for joining me, Madam.
Thank you so much, and thank you for hosting me here.
It's our pleasure. So I want you to tell us, has diplomacy been what you've always wanted to do?
I think it is what I've wanted to do in some time, even though I'm not a career diplomat.
Okay.
I've been serving as a politician for quite some time. So in recent years, I'm happy to serve as a diplomat, especially in a big country like the United Kingdom of Great Britain.
Okay. So how would you say your experience has helped you into managing an office so huge?
It's all about hard working. Whichever task you have to work very hard to prove your skills,
yes,
to prove your potential. Then the superiors will have trust in you. I've worked hard since I was elected into Parliament from 2007 as a very young female at the age of 26, proved myself. I was also nominated to serve in the Pan-African Parliament through hard working, through dedication. Then I was also appointed as the Deputy Minister in my country. Yes. So it all comes from hard working. I should believe hard work is the principle and order of the day. If you work hard to whichever task you are afforded or awarded, then the benefits will come.
Hard working and you stayed focused to your goal.
And you stay focused, absolutely.
Beautiful. So, and how has it been since you took over this office?
It has been exciting,
yeah,
though challenging, because I'm very new into the career diplomas. I'm only 4 months old into the Great Britain, so I'm still learning, but I don't think it will be that much difficult due to the task of the mandate that we carry as High Commissioner.
Okay, very true. And now looking at Lesotho, the name it's very attractive, Lesotho. And a lot of people will be wondering, what does it mean?
Lesotho is a very small but beautiful country. We are landlocked by South Africa with the highest altitude in Africa at around 3,400 meters above sea level. We have very warm summers and cold winters. In winter, there are a lot of activities that we can engage on in Lesotho based on the tourism sector of it.
Yes.
We have skiing, we have horse riding. Wow. There is a lot of snow. Our mountains are full of snow in winter, so it's quite a lovely place to be in winter. So basically, we are still a least developed country, but we are working very hard to see our country developing, practicing good governance. As one of the African countries that, we had challenges here and there, but currently we are working very hard to see our country developing for the benefit of our Basotho people.
Okay, you've mentioned the country working really hard and developing. I would want you to tell us how you would rate the country economically and politically under the Prime Minister, that's Right Honorable Prime Minister Thomas Tebane. How would you rate the country under him?
Currently, by virtue of looking into the things, I think we are in a good progress. My country, Lesotho, is in the process of reforms. We are reforming from the constitution, public service, security sector, and many other reforms. We are doing this because we are looking forward to build our economy. We have been challenged, in the past years, politically challenged, going for elections after every 2 years, trying to stabilize our country. But almost every Mosotho recently feels that it is time opportune that we should engage in the reforms to build the economy of our country. Just like any African country, We are still living more on aid, but we are
Yes.
looking forward to graduate from the aid assistance maybe to the sustainable development that can help Basotho to produce for themselves, to cater for their own needs, health services, education, and many other aspects of life that you can think of.
You believe Africa, of course, instead of aid, we should be able to sustain ourselves.
Of course, yes, absolutely. We need to. It has been, we have, some of us, we have more than 50 years into independence.
Yes.
And I think it is time now we have to take care of ourselves, our own needs, manages our resources quite well
Yes.
without assistance from the foreign international. I know we are living in a global world, not that we don't talk globalization, but it has to start, within Africa, within our own state, that we maintain ourselves, take good care of ourselves, build our economy, take good care of our people. Then we start to talk of globalization, opening up markets to the world for trade purposes.
Yes, because I was going to come to that. Want to know how open the country is to foreign investors, and in terms of tax relief for foreign investors when they come to invest in your economy, like tax incentives or tax treaties, if you have with any other African nation around you.
Yes, we have a good platform for foreign investment in Lesotho. We have tax-free laws that allows investors to come and invest in Lesotho, especially on industrialization. There are many laws that helps or attract foreign investment, even though I don't have them currently in hand.
Yes.
So, but now, like I said before, I still believe that we, Basotho, we have to try, work hard ourselves to build our own economy. I know it's not easy on our own.
Yes.
We have regional organizations like SADC. We have regional bodies, African Union, continental, at the continental level. We are also part of the Commonwealth family. That is an international organization, being, a colony of Great
Yes.
Britain for some time or in the past. So we need to work hand in hand with them to open up trade opportunities, to see how best we can assist one another, but not to depend on them entirely. We are still looking forward to graduate and be independent or developed like them as they are today.
Okay. In terms of investment, what areas do you think would easily interest investors in Lesotho?
In Lesotho, we have what we call the diamond of Lesotho. We are more into diamond sector. We have very beautiful diamonds, big, and also we have a lot of water. Being a mountainous country, there's a lot of water in Lesotho.
Yes.
We have good tourist sites, beautiful
yeah.
sceneries. We have a lot to do in Lesotho. But now, recently,
Yes.
we are more into the production of medicine cannabis. We have enacted the law that allows to deal and work on medical cannabis. So we are still attracting investors to go into Lesotho and explore. I know it is the current theme of the day. Most of the people, we know that cannabis heals cancer,
Yes.
cannabis does and does. So we are calling on foreign investment to go and explore such opportunities, take into our law, look into it and see how best they can or work into Lesotho. And we have also the new product on what we call rose hip. I don't know whether you know it. Rose hip, yeah. It comes natural in Lesotho. It is, a natural plant. So it is more into, they are developing or producing facials from it. Recently, we found that it is a medicine also to the horse families.
Yes.
Most of the people who are into the horse industry, either racing or as pets, or they can visit Lesotho, take our product.
Really, you've been mentioning a lot of high-profile activities that one can actually engage in Lesotho. Horse riding is high-profile. Skate.
Yes.
So like you have maybe a sect, because you have to have money to be able to get into those kind of
You have to
base.
have money, I should believe. That is why I'm saying I think it is now time to
Yes.
explore
Yes.
such things for the benefit of our economy. Because they have been there for quite some time. We didn't even know that rose hip can work very well into horses. And taking into consideration the UK, we have
Yes.
what we call royal escort. That is where big monies are, you know.
Of course.
So if we have a product like that one being produced in Lesotho, then we have to work close in hand with them
It's true.
to sell our product. Not for them to come and say, we want to buy the company there. We have to,
Yeah,
they have to
produce it
assist us
yourself. Yeah.
until the end product of it. Then we should sell the end product. That is how we have to make money.
Yes.
So these people want to go and exploit our resources
Yes.
there, then come and produce end products here where the money is. So we are left
Yes.
with nothing basically.
Yes.
So I think we have
But
to,
that needs to stop.
yes, not even stop per se, but help us graduate from that level of depending entirely onto them.
Yes.
Yes.
Instead of depending, that's still in a way the aid that we talked about. So, but Africans must be self-sufficient.
Yeah,
on their own.
yeah, we have to
Okay.
talk of self-sufficiency
Yeah,
recently.
that's true. And then recently, there's been recent events you're bordered by South Africa all around, and then there are some South Africans who are, fighting other Africans in their land, killing them, burning them alive, asking them to leave. What's your opinion about
My
this?
opinion in that aspect, I can say we are all Africans. Can we take care of each other? We need one another. If you are good in, foreign investment, I'm good in water. You're good in so many other things. We need one another. So can we make a plea as Africans that we are all from Africa? Let us work together and not fight one another. That is all what I can say about what is really happening in South Africa. It is sad that we fight our own Africans other than taking care of them.
Yes.
We have to fight challenges of life, climate change, lack of employment, but
Yes.
not fighting ourselves.
Definitely, but as an institution, for the government of Lesotho, what would you say to the government of South Africa concerning this?
Yes, can the government of South Africa, maybe through the regional bodies, seek
Yes.
assistance onto how best to talk with the nationals, that we are all African. Really, our plea is we don't have to fight, neither anybody, nor from Africa, nor from Europe, nor from everywhere. It's time that we have to work together for the benefit of this world. We are now saying we are a global world, we are a family, we are a village. How can we be villages that we fight one another? So can we, at least for now, focus on challenges that all need us to address?
Yes.
Challenges like climate change, challenges like sustainability of our resources, and many other challenges that will help rebuild our economies, other than challenges that are bringing us down. Because if we destroy building structures, then we are taking ourselves back again.
And you to tell us, since the United Kingdom, Britain, is working to leave the European Union, Brexit, this leaves, there are going to be challenges and, of course, opportunities. How does the country, Lesotho, intend to plug into this in terms of taking advantages of the opportunities it offers and dealing with the challenges?
I think there will be a lot of challenges. Lesotho is one of the Commonwealth countries.
Yes.
We are not even going to say it's good for the UK to leave or it's bad for the UK to stay, but whatever outcome the UK arrives at, I think there are opportunities for us to explore as the Commonwealth family, as Africa, maybe on trade opportunities. We will benefit a lot. So we are just awaiting for the outcome of Brexit, because now we can't really say much. We don't know what is happening. We have recently seen in the news that the Prime Minister has lost the motion in Parliament. So we can't really say Britain is really leaving or Britain is really staying.
Yes.
So whatever the outcome is, I think we'll have to sit down, work very hard to explore the benefit that we can get. Whether they are staying, whether they are living, we'll still need to work very hard to build the bilateral relations with the United Kingdom.
Yes. Tell me about Maseru, the capital of Lesotho.
Maseru is the capital of Lesotho. We have
Yes.
10 districts in Lesotho. Basically, there's a lot to do while you're in Maseru, but a lot more it is in our rurals where there are mountains. I've been talking about a lot of water. We have big rivers running, flowing, good scenery. In Maseru, we have offices. It is where the administration of the country is. So if you go to Maseru, you'll go on administration purposes, then you're in Maseru basically. But if you want to know and explore Lesotho, go up, visit.
Out.
Yeah, visit the mountains.
So I'm going to be bored when I'm
yeah,
the
if I talk of the, skiing, you have to
Yes.
go towards Mogotlong into the rural areas of Lesotho or the
Yes.
northern part of Lesotho. If you talk of biodiversity, we go to Kacha's Neck. There's a lot to do while you're in Lesotho. Even in Maseru, if you like fun, you'll get to love Maseru.
And then which brings me to my next question. The 5 best things to do if I visit, if someone is interested in visiting
Lesotho. Tourism, we have a very beautiful country. So we'll advise you to look into our tourism sector. You can go skiing, horse riding. We now develop large man-made dams that you can even go, sail in our small boats, cross rivers. There's a lot to do while you're in Maseru. And as well as meeting our royals. We are a kingdom.
Yes,
so,
yes.
We are very proud of our royal family. So basically, if Maseru or Lesotho is a country like any African country
Yes.
with rich culture, go to Tabapusiu. Basically, there's a lot, 5 things that we can do in Maseru. It's just so little. There's a lot more that you can do while you're in Maseru. You have to take at least more than 5 days for you to know Lesotho.
That's good. Your Excellency, I would like to put this question to you. It is key to have strong institutions and good governance in any nation's development. Is Lesotho an example in this area?
Institutions, proper institutions running on their own. We have the executive, the judiciary,
Yes.
and the legislature. In the first time I told you that we are currently under the reforms, one of the sectors that have been reformed is judiciary, is legislation, as well as the executive. We are still trying to build on the proper working of our institutions while we do that as a country. So we are all hoping that after the completion of our reforms program,
Yes.
then we'll be in a position to say that we have good, working, independent.
Yes. Since independence in 1966, what would you say has been the landslide progress the country has made?
We had made progress, in so many fields. Women capacitation, we had improved our numbers of women in parliament, even in big governance posts. Then women are starting to occupy their space. You see me here, I am sitting as the High Commissioner. In the past, or it would be rare to find such a young lady occupying such a huge post.
Young, beautiful, strong, attractive lady.
Yes. So really, basically, we are trying. Even in governance, we still hold our elections as according to our constitution. We still try to adhere on the rules and principle of good governance. Even the current government is determined to work very hard to bring back trust onto Basotho, to believe into Lesotho, to believe and love and be patriotic above all.
Yeah. So the Lesotho High Commission is a strategic global brand for the country. So how would you expand on the importance and the services you're rendering to members of your country or the citizens of Lesotho, and those who are interested in visiting Lesotho in the future?
Good bilateral relations, you know, with foreign countries. Most specifically, if I'm in the UK, we have to have good relations so that we can see what is it that the UK offers. Then we grab, take it back to Lesotho. We have talked on diaspora issues. We have to work very hard with our diaspora population here in the United Kingdom to see how best we can help to improve the livelihoods of Basotho, because basically it is all about improving our own countries, working hard towards their development. So if we work very hard in the High Commission of Lesotho to have good relations with foreign nationals that are here, other Africans, other European nationals, other high commissions, build good bilaterals, will help us very much to get all what is needed from us or to pursue our mandate.
You have a population of under 2.5 million people.
Basically 2 million, because 500 is basically in South Africa. Like you know that we are a landlocked country.
You have 500,000 of your citizens?
Mostly around that number, even if I don't have specific numbers, but at
in
around
South Africa.
In South Africa.
And you have 2 million in the country. Do you have foreigners? Like Africans also?
We have, yes, most of them are there. We have people from Zambia, from Malawi, even though they are in small numbers. People from Nigeria. We have a lot, Ethiopians, Somalians. There are a lot of people in Lesotho, like any other African countries, you know. We have people, there are others there are refugees. We still have plenty of, as well as the diplomatic missions in Lesotho, the United Kingdom.
The workforce, I mean, you should have a huge number of your population, of course, in the workforce. That would help in building this.
I should say, but we are also working very hard. We have National Youth Policy that addresses specifically how we will handle the challenge of unemployment amongst the workforce, because workforce is basically youth. So if you beat the youth challenges, then you know that you'll have a working class in a good age or range of ages that will bring benefit to the economy.
Okay, but you don't have clashes with South Africa. You've got good diplomatic relationship.
Very. That is the only neighbor we have. The only one neighbor we have is South Africa. So really we have good diplomatic relations. Even in our processes of reforms now, the leading partner through SADC, the facilitator, is from South Africa. So meaning we have good working relations with South Africa basically. And we have to maintain that because that is the only partner we have, the only neighbor. Yeah.
Okay, and your advice to diasporans and other stakeholders?
Let us all work together to build Africa, to build one nation, and most specifically to improve in our economies, because we have a lot, we have resources. Let us utilize our resources properly for the benefit of our economic growth. That is all what I can say.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam, for having us. I have been speaking with the High Commissioner of Lesotho to the Court of St. James, Great Britain, Our Excellency, Mrs. Ritabile Mokayane. Thank you very much, Ma, for having us.
Thank you so much. I highly appreciate your time. Thank you.
It's very good for having you. Okay, so my name is Rose Peter Graham, and it has been Focus on Lesotho.